Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum.
Greetings, cosmic rose line of our divine orders of light. Things are starting to really intensify as we journey through this Lionsgate portal. We had another day of massive activations and transformations as we are skipping, jumping, and leaping timelines like hopscotch now. Our local Solaris continues to inundate Gaia and all her children of the sun with gamma plasma waves of 5D light, releasing 4 C-class solar flares today and 6 M-class flares, with the most powerful maxing at close to X-class level at M9.92 at 157 UTC. We also witnessed a trinity of higher pulses of resonance and Mother Earth's heartbeat on the Schumann charts at amplitudes of 21 Hz, 28 Hz, and a big pulse at 42 Hz. Fifth dimensional energetics fully anchored in as Gaia goes full crystalline light body in this now. Synchronizing with these powerful celestial and planetary events, we have an intense galactic activation portal day on the Mayan Tzolk'in calendar with galactic signature Keen 20, yellow resonant sun, as the heart of the sun and all star-seeded ones on earth resonate to the frequency of the gold Buddha of pure awareness. The sisterhood of the roses are fully activated and online as Gaia completes her shift of the ages. For as she rises, we rise with her. The orders of the roses have returned as the pure awakened ones through the lineage of the Magdalena. The Emerald Order are also activated along with our Great White Brotherhood and all orders of divine origin. We have made it through the valley of the shadow of death, and we now rise and resurrect through the valley of love and into our eternal spring of the clear light of bliss consciousness. There is nothing to fear, for we are the prime source emanation of the great ego medicine. All starseed earth angelics of the 144 came into this realm to heal and restore the original divine blueprint of our 12-strand crystalline DNA. Our winged nation are with us as the eagle medicine of freedom flows strong through our meridians and energy channels, and the red sun of the gold dragon nation is purifying and cleansing all that holds humanity under false control systems of suffering and struggle, to be released in the light of infinite source creator. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle with PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to listen to the very end where we release very powerful New Earth codes. And please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below. And now we continue with Divine Sister of the Light, Gennifer Catron. Timelines converged last night. Today there's a fork, a split-off, big choice points, embrace the unknown. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel, cosmic heart frequencies and vibrations have just been activated. Cosmic love, cosmic consciousness, divine cosmic rose. This is a very pure, secret, sacred heart chamber opening within the higher heart, which activates the cosmic love consciousness and opens us up to higher transcendental love, love beyond all understanding, beyond all we have ever known before. It is the full activation of the divine feminine within the sacred temple of the sacred rose as held in the higher heart, the full return of sacred cosmic rose, the sacred high orders of the cosmic rose, the true purity of the soul. From JudithKusel.com. From Divine Sister of the Light, Saffron Satara, Immaculate Conception, the purity of the rose. The opening of the second miracle is through the Immaculate Conception, through the rose womb architecture of the Cosmic Mother. The Immaculate Conception is the purity held within creation via the Mother Principle. What was cleared through the help of the golden dragons was the infection held within the original Eden architecture. This infection was held within each of us, and the implants of these distortions has manifested through lifetimes, sacrifice and suffering. Through the second miracle, we are receiving the first light of creation, held within the purity of our Cosmic Mother. I have absolute tears of joy writing this. The enormity of what we are receiving goes beyond the understanding of many. The spells of forgetfulness placed on us are broken. Know thyself. When you know yourself completely and what you have always been a part of, you cannot be controlled. This is the beginning of your true return. Through lifetimes you have been an emissary of her love and teachings. As the Eden infection is cleared from you, your celestial anatomy is changed. You are now being rebirthed through the first light of the Mother. This is the purity held within the concept of Immaculate Conception. You are now lovingly held within the living waters of her womb. You carry the emanations of her love and celestial encoding to now carry forth the purity of her creations. She has retrieved all the roses that were stolen from her. You are a living example of her roses. The anointing is a ceremony that you have now been placed in by the Cosmic Mother. She is anointing you with her living waters of creation. This is the second miracle you receive through you, moving into the purity to be able to birth the concepts held within the Immaculate Conception. This is not based on any religious views. The Immaculate Conception is the purity within the creation, birthed from the Mother Principle. You are now held within her living waters, birthing from her first light of creation, free from all inversions placed on you and distortions held within your body and consciousness. Every cell of your body holds a rose, each rose holding the light intelligence of the Cosmic Mother. You are her daughters and sons of the rose, anointed ones who carry the true emanations of her rose grail teachings. You are awakening to these commissions, unhindered by any impurities that were once placed upon you. The heart of who you are is returned and restored. Excerpt from my luminaries' manuscripts. I feel in the light of what has transpired over the past few days, others need to receive this transmission. It is an important step to moving into organic creation. I have been shown that through my luminaries' work, 3 miracles will be received. The second is landing. The first has been anchored. From saffronsatara.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Joe Hement. The run-up to the Lion's Gate we find ourselves in is the time for the anchoring of the Crystalline Christ Align, Roses upon Earth. Today is the 2nd day of the Galactic New Year, and as I meditated earlier, I received a very powerful activation that was accompanied by a clear seeing that the crystalline rose is being anchored through us now, and that this is the gateway to the next octave of creation on Gaia. For as one rises, so do we all. I could feel intense pressure building at the apex of my womb, and a single crystalline rose, which I saw was both my rose self, but also the entire order as one, pushed its way up and through, heading towards the solar plexus, where I was shown it as the template that underpins all creation, from galaxies to cells, and on into the heart where the rose met a golden door. Here it multiplied into a profusion of roses of all colors, arching around this portal. I was asked to place my hand on the door, and my unique coding was read, and I was permitted entrance. I expected to find a world lying beyond, but instead I stepped into the void, And here, reeling, I was guided that first we must truly know ourselves as emptiness, as the divine that resides beyond form. And then as I felt this within, a huge shift took place, and the emerald promise of Gaia began to bloom, flowering in my body. Animals walking the pathways of my muscles and bones, sea creatures swimming in my arteries and veins, and everywhere the living green burst forth. I was told we are rose temples, and the run-up to Lionsgate we find ourselves in is the time for the anchoring of the crystalline, Christ-aligned roses upon earth. Wild and free we flower beyond all templates of old, and seed ourselves over and over until the people of this planet come to know themselves as the sacrosanct form, beyond any and all manipulation and interference. From crystalsoundhealing.net, and today from Divine Sister of the Light Mary Costello. It's the end of the road for false promise, as the beast system built on blood pacts of sacrifice is evicted from the creational womb. 1111 gateway coming in. Many are still calling for the fulfillment of their false promises. Where is the reward for my sacrifice? This is the end of hedging bets. One hand out, receiving from the mother, feeding the beast with the other. Honor and integrity are the parameters of the creational womb. The eternal mother asks kindly, like the gentle lapping of the tide. But this tenderness is always followed by wave after wave until her will is done. This is why she never shouts, screams, or tantrum. Her softness is pure strength, the only promise. Coming to fulfillment within the creational womb is honor and integrity for all, because it is her creational womb. Thy queendom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in the great mother's heart. The queen of the sea does not adapt for anyone. Immaculate heart, pillar of truth. And today from Divine Sister of the Light Shay from Numbers by Shay Numerology, 7/27/24. It is not possible to spiritually fuel yourself. You do not have the ability in your present form because there will always be judgments, expectations, attachments, and desires in the way. There are no books, teachers, practices, mantras, or meditations that are free of human influence. However, you can summon presence to fill you up, and this is today's right action, to turn your attention away from thoughts of seeking and instead make space for allowing and receiving. What you chase will run from you, especially in August, because it belongs in the world. What fuels you will simply arise, because that's what belongs within you. That is what you are. And today from Divine Sister of the Light Sangita Handa, welcome to the gateway of the 8th frequency of infinite everything. We are now submerged into the blue-violet fire lake, swimming toward the 8888 portal opening, a vertical swimming pool where, can you imagine, you are swimming upward like climbing Mount Everest. Solar X flares herald the planetary new year and the opening of the 8th octagonal gateway to Sirius, our great central sun, by blasting explosively the highest ever X14 strength flare into space, and now the same spot is turning toward Earth. So far we have witnessed the highest category X 8.9 in May, which saw a max number of X strength releases onto Earth, as May was the Ascension month, and the X-flares were supporting the primary Ascension timeline by spewing maximum flares in that month. Although January 1st, 2024 experienced the most powerful X-solar flare that devastated Japan. So with the opening of the Lion's Gateway of 8 between Sirius and Earth, get ready for the bullets to be fired from our sun, with X-flares carrying in their fires the highest ever light codings of advanced information and intel from our great central sun to accelerate our ascension. Time is running short. American election result release shall usher a Kali Yuga curtain fall. 144 flowing in. Remain in joy imperatively, mandatorily, at all times. Joy is the key to freedom, and the blue-violet fire is its tool. From SangeetaHonda.net. And from Divine Brother of the Light Diego E. Berman, Ph.D. Solar winds increasing, initial 888 waves, July 27th, 2024. Dear friends, our earthly geomagnetic fields are currently being showered by a few bursts of solar winds. We are now at a KP of 4 to 5, but it might reach higher levels in the coming days due to a couple of solar mass ejections that took place earlier this morning in the sun. As we begin navigating the initial waves of the 888 portal, and also the beginning of the new energetic planetary year, these solar winds filled with solar subatomic particles are assisting with the integration and permeability of our human energy fields to the 888 light codes. The initial phase pre-August is preparing our fields for the more intense phase that will be arriving as we approach August 8th. Those of you who are energy sensitives may be already experiencing some inner recalibrations within the nervous system. Mild dizziness, jaw tension, air ringing, lack of focus and concentration, fatigue, and vivid dreams may be manifesting at this moment. At the same time, we are initiating deep emotional releases from the past and bringing to closure situations that are no longer necessary for our journey into higher frequencies. Allow this process to occur naturally and holistically. Our soul knows the way. All you have to do is relax and listen. We are also recalibrating our human fields to the energetic grid of the planet during these initial days of the energetic planetary year. Planet Earth is also moving into higher frequencies as our journey through the cosmos continues, and this requires an extra amount of work for us. Grounding exercises will help with the alignment of our lower chakras with the Earth core. Walks in nature, swimming, and simply walking barefoot will do wonders. This work will continue heavily until mid-August, once we cross this Lion's Gate period. The healing of the divine masculine continues, and a new, more empowered, new you is just around the corner. Have a peaceful weekend, and stay tuned as the solar plasma waves keep flowing in. Much love, we are one. From DiegoBerman.com. From Divine Sister of the Light Natalia Alba, beloved ones, the white Elohim, guardians of our universe, await those ready to step into a new timeline. The moment has come for those of you who are ready to leave it all behind and move into a new timeline, a moment we have been creating and supporting since the beginning of 2012. The white Elohim and the auroras have finally recoded many inorganic earth structures, as there is still a lot of work to do. A message I received last night at 4:44 a.m. The love, the light, the peace can be felt. The silence that precedes the shift that is coming, and the frequency in the air. We are crossing the veil. It is time. There will be many tactics created for us not to feel the shift. Move into your heart to know what is true from what is false. There is no better compass than the one you carry within. Many of you are already establishing communication with our guardians of the white Elohim, for they have always been there when we were ready to take the quantum leap that we are now taking. Many are the dark nights of the soul we have spent not knowing where we were going, or if there was light at the end of the tunnel. Many of you are now still healing your emotional bodies of all the unexpressed feelings and repression lived for many years. All we have ever experienced has served us to be who we are now, to remember, to forgive, and to be compassionate, for these two attributes are essential for our evolution and access to a more harmonic timeline. The current fiery energies will help us regain strength and personal power to open our hearts, continue reconnecting to our soul and monads, and keep moving into our new illumined frequency. We have ahead a very powerful month, starting with a new moon in Leo, Venus in Virgo, Mercury retrograde, for those who resonate with slow motion phases, and the peak of all these energies on the 8888 passage, all perfectly orchestrated for us to continue leaving behind our old self and old reality and direct our consciousness into our new one. It is time to leave the ego self's desires and merge with our God's will, being devoted to our original purpose of helping all at this time of great chaos and confusion for many. Leo represents the power of will, which resides in our higher heart, in our thymus, and where we finally leave behind our three-dimensional self, moving into the soul dimensions. All has been worth it to get to the doorway many of you are crossing now, a cosmic window where there is no way back. Many of you have been feeling totally overwhelmed by your personal situations. As the more you evolve, the less others resonate with where you are, feeling all that no longer can coexist with you. To all of you, as guides reiterate in their messages, rejoice, for you have finally crossed the veils of illusion, recognizing yourselves as divine sovereign emissaries, and through the embrace of your shadows, you have emerged into the light of who you are. All the confusion that now reigns in your mind, all the energetic imbalances that you feel in your body, is the organic transformation that needs to take place within yourselves for you to cross to this new timeline. For it is not easy to let go of an old self and life, as many adjustments need to be made. You may feel lost, as if you do not belong here, or as if you do not know who you are anymore. You know who you are. You have been knowing who you are since the moment you recognized yourselves as a soul wearing a human body. You know deep within your soul that the time has come for you to leave all behind and step into your soul path, for your assistance is now required in many of Earth's locations, and towards many people who are now awakening and experiencing all you previously did. Your presence, wisdom, and love is vital at this time, or you will not be here any longer. You have within all the love, wisdom, and power required to achieve the next steps. Trust. This is the end and the beginning of a micro and personal cycle that we have been feeling since March, and that soon now concludes with our entrance into the soul realms, where we belong, and where we are heading, despite the many attempts to distract our focus, energy, and consciousness from what is important. Be aware of where you put your energy at this time, for there are many mechanisms created to control your consciousness. You are free, you govern your energy, body, and nothing and no one else. Remember who you are and act according to the power given to you by God, for you are needed at this time to support the ongoing massive planetary shift, which is now more evident than ever. To all of you, remain in your heart centers, stay in your power, in the love that you are, and in the wisdom you receive at every single moment. Listen only to what is authentic and loving, and respect all laws of creation, distilling all that is false, and attempt towards your integrity and precious energy. Thank you for the courage to be who you are and do your assigned mission to help all, beloveds, with an infinite love from NataliaAlba.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light Colleen Lemma, on Saturday, July 27th, the moon ruler of memories will be shifting into stubborn Earth sign Taurus at 1:23 p.m. EDT. From there she will create what is called a T-square, a difficult aspect pattern with Pluto, planet of radical change, and fanatical air sign Aquarius, and the Sun, ruler of life force energy, and demanding fire sign Leo. There is an activation within us now. We are being pushed to move through a cycle of death and rebirth. The light of Source is shining down upon us and challenging us to make changes in our lives and in ourselves. We are in the Lionsgate portal. Some say it started on July 26th and others say July 28th. Either way, this Chinese New Year of the Dragon awakens a little bit more and is ready to take back his or her power. Blessings of love and light to all from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com. And today from Divine Star of the Light, Leah Whitehorse, Mercury in Virgo, Quincunx, Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, Venus in Leo, Quincunx, Saturn retrograde in Pisces. Two awkward aspects have the potential to toy with our thoughts and feelings. Resist the urge to obsess over every tiny detail of a problem or plan. Stop picking fault. Stop fighting to make the future conform to some perfect vision. Stop worrying about what may happen when. Stop destroying yourself and your life 1,000 times over in your mental mind games. Worrying about the future causes dis-ease. There is only now, and now is where your power lies. Put your hand on your heart and say out loud, I trust myself. Because you are enough. You are enough. You don't need to be more to deserve what's due. You don't need to play a part to garner respect. And likewise, life does not have to be picture perfect for you to be happy. Sometimes it's about focusing on the flower or an otherwise littered pavement or picking up the litter instead of complaining. Look for beauty instead of lack. Choose to embrace the divine plan. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 20, Yellow Resonant Sun. The number 7 is called resonant, and its keywords are channel, inspire, and attune. The 7th day occurs bang in the middle of a wave spell, so it's a great day for checking your progress thus far and ensuring you are going in the right direction for the remainder of the wave spell journey, as the number 7 is all about fine-tuning your intuition. This suggests taking stock today will be greatly aided by your psychic abilities. Some regard the number 7 as lucky. If you tune into the energy of this number today, and the result is that you channel some helpful information, well, that's pretty lucky, isn't it? Today is Yellow Sun, which represents enlightenment, life, and universal fire. This sunny bright day is a portal day, which only happens twice in the Tzolk'in. This gives a bit of intensity to the sun's rays, so be careful and don't get sunburnt. Many ideas will pop into your head today, as the sun is always illuminating and transmitting information. Plus, it's a psychic numbered 7 day which aids the downloading of wisdom. Expect the light to shine on things previously hidden to you, and with your path so well lit today, you should make good progress. The portal day aspect offers us an opportunity to go through a portal where we can be enlightened. The door is being held open for us, and the path is brightly lit, but only you can make that first step. Don't be blinded by all this light, but embrace the chance to awaken. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. And today from Divine Star of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Yellow Resonant Sun, 7 Ahau, Keen 20. 27th of July 2024, Attuning to Enlightenment. Keen 20 equal to Partnership, Cooperation, Union. Keen 20 and Ahau is tribe number 20. Double awakening power on a galactic activation portal day. Kapow. A very powerful ascension code today on the 2nd day of the galactic year. We are in another very potent rite of passage. This gap day and double awakening code on the highest tribe in the dream spell is powerfully activating the incoming solar flares and ascension energies. A very dynamic window for the star bliss supernova suns to rise up as Homo Luminous. Today we complete our 20-day journey through the tribes in column 1, the first column of the Tzolk'in calendar. Tomorrow we commence our journey at the top of column 2. Emphasizing partnerships, coupling, and teamwork amplified by the moon in romantic Pisces. All these energies are super magnified today due to the Galactic Activation Portal Day and the 6-6 Heaven's Gate Code. Today is the day to shine your inner light very, very bright. Tone of creation, resonant tone 7 in the emotional realm. Action inspires, power channels, essence attunement. A very potent code today as we are fine-tuning our channel and aligning our emotional body with our spiritual rainbow bliss body. The path to enlightenment is through the emotional body, which is directly linked to the spiritual and bliss bodies. The mental and physical bodies are directly linked to each other, but one cannot access the bliss body through these channels. Clearing and mastering the emotional body is the key to ascension. Today we are attuned to the emotional realm, giving us direct access to this bliss. The resonant tone very powerfully ignites the manifestation potentials today, as it provides the ability to fine-tune and channel these magical wizardry forces. Remember that it is our vibration that will energize our creation, and that this is broadcast through our emotional body rather than our mental body. So it's very important that we are stable, calm, and receptive to our feelings and what frequencies we are actually emitting as a transmitter to the etheric realm. Day 7 and the White Wizard Wave Spell brings extra magical power with the 7 Magicians frequency. The wizard enables you to access great source power through your heart portal, magnetizing and magnetically attracting your desires, a dream code. Planetary service. Today we have the phenomenal light codes pouring forth from the great central sun, Sirius, and through our galactic sun to fuel our planetary ascension. Spend some time today visualizing this great golden solar energy beaming forth from the 2 suns into every human being on Earth and raising their frequency so that Gaia's frequency can be jet propelled today. Grand rising. Visualize all consenting souls becoming fully awakened and rising into their God consciousness for the highest good of all. Dear ones, planetary Sophia Christed star bliss supernova suns, today we are turning the tables and flicking the light switch to full luminosity. Bring on the sun and the new golden age. We as Earth and galactic citizens hereby command our full sovereignty, and we command that all siphoning cords of ill repute are severed permanently as we call back our full life force. We command that the global energy created from this event be channeled through the great central sun and upgraded to the God frequency. As the energy returns through our galactic sun and into the core of Mother Gaia's heart, it is used as a fuel to launch and catalyze our planetary ascension to the next stage of our collective evolution, with harm to none, for the highest good of all. Amen. It is done, times a godzillion. Kadosh, 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 Adonai Sebaoth. Today's question is, can I attune to and feel my inner Sophia Christed light shining brightly as I resonate in full alignment with all that is Source? How can I broadcast this radiance to the world? Our completion today results in our total metamorphosis of the golden butterfly breaking free from the chrysalis, stretching its wings and taking its virgin golden flight, carried by the winds of spirit into the spotlight. Divine blessings for stepping up onto the world stage and radiating your love and light universally. We are now fully birthing this new golden age. In la ketch a la keen. Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 20, Yellow Resonant Sun. The mantra, the code for today is, I channel in order to enlighten, inspiring life. I seal the matrix of universal fire. With the resonant tone of attunement, I am guided by the power of free will. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue our work. So if you'd like to help support our work and mission and help us continue bringing these daily transmissions to the world, you can make a monthly pledge to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. Now I'd like to thank Divine Star of the Light, Linda Felt, for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Star. We appreciate you and your continued support. I'd like to also thank Divine Brother of the Light, Aron F, for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Brother. We appreciate you and your continued support, and we appreciate all of you that continue to support us in our work and mission. We couldn't be doing this work without you, so we're very grateful for each and every one of you. If you'd like to support our work and mission with a one-time donation, you can do so to our PayPal or Stripe accounts. Both links are at egolovecondor.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with powerful New Earth coding from Divine Star of the Light, Georgina Beament. Ground 0 point. I had to ground my energy all week, dizzy and out of body a lot. Woohoo, we are not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy. Timeline shifting big time. 144 rocking and rolling all over the world. Shaken to the very core in every root around the world. Everything is activated. You are ready. Something big is happening and more is coming. I wrote the below this afternoon, and since I wrote this, I've read that there's been a 5.1 earthquake in Texas. Boom. The movement in Texas is very connected to the movement of the underworld, Australia. My guidance hasn't been wrong that things are building, shaking, and stirring now big time. Stay in your heart as much as you can, as the root can bring up a lot of fear. Australia has been shaking at root level. Pay close attention. Paris is also highlighted too, and this again connects to the root movement of Europe. I was shown a few years ago that when Australia shifts, everything else would shift massively. I believe we are in that shift right now. Australia is massively on the move. The 888 energy in August is going to create more ripples. We are in for a ride. A new landscape is being formed, and this runs very deep within the roots of everything. I am clearing, witnessing the purge, and clearing that is happening as they rise. We may not see everything that's happening, but I know on a very deep level, everything that needs to be seen is lifting, being exposed, and everything that needs to go down will be going down pretty fast. 911, Titanic, 007, and all the things I have learned to trust have been showing me that everything that's coming up as alert to show me the process of things that are being cleared and going down to the 0 point, the root. The Southern Cross was shown to me this week through a tree surgery company that was outside Theodore's school, St. Mary's, on his last day. All year I've been perfectly guided through the school Theodore goes to, St. Mary's. I always feel God's presence with the mother energy, and seeing the Southern Cross on Theodore's last day outside of school sealed this year perfectly. His last day, the numbers 144 were shown 3 ways, showing me the Trinity and completion. 144 has been coding in everything this week again, and I know big things are happening on levels we can't yet comprehend. But I know they are happening. There's so much movement. So much has been coming in, and I haven't had the time to share. But I do want to share this, mainly for my own reference and to log, which I have been shown and pieced together. Monday, our next-door neighbors started to have their garden landscaped. They have been digging up the old to replace it with the new. Landscape reformation. Everything is in the process of big change. This is very relevant, as I am very present and aware of my surroundings and what it is guiding me to see. The tree of life. When the company turned up and parked outside our house, I noticed that it was called Rooted, with the T as a tree, with the bottom as roots, and the top of the T I saw an X or cross. I was also seeing the rooted as what has anchored. I've been guided since we saw the film Twister, The Wizard of Oz, and it was shown super clear in the film what is happening and what's to come. If you are listening and watching from the higher perspective, you will be witnessing the divine order of everything. The theme has continued this week, and wow, I can see what is happening within the roots of everything now. Root is connected to ground, earth, and base foundations, and boy oh boy, the roots of everything are certainly being shaken. This week, the other word that has come to my attention is yellow. Now this connects to the yellow brick road that connects to the Wizard of Oz, which connects to Australia. Something big has been shifting in the roots of the tree of life down under. And wow, really I've been guided in multiple ways to pay attention. The last 7 days last week and this week Australia has been trembling. This is the root that I was being shown. Yellow. Yellowstone eruption this week. Matthew has a heart monitor on at the moment. He is okay. He's just having some tests done. This is about heart resonance. His appointment was in the yellow wing. We arrived today at a place Theodore loves called Sharky's, and the place inside is all painted in yellow. Inside there is a yellow submarine. Yellow submarine connects to Titanic and the implosion. It also connects to Titans, the gods, and the gods are speaking if you are listening, which connects to the Olympics that starts today. France, there is a big movement. Already Eurostar has been attacked today, and the Olympics has been talked about as a target for a while. French Revolution, Da Vinci Code, I hear you, Eiffel Tower, Power of Love, Notre Dame, which means Our Lady. A title of Mary, Mother of Yeshua, most commonly refers to Notre Dame de Paris, a cathedral in Paris, France. Paris holds a high vibration of love and Moulin Rouge. 999 and 911 have been shown again today, leading to the venue we were going to, and outside this place was a response unit with Network Rail. Network and Rail are response units around emergencies. So please pay attention to these things. Seeing this is showing me more movement, transition, and journey, both physically and metaphorically. Eurostar that goes from UK to Paris is another message. Eurostar is a train that goes top speed. This is showing me that things are coming in real fast now. The light at the end of the tunnel. This train is showing me transforming the way we travel. The sound of a train can be interpreted as a sign of progress, change, or divine guidance. I know I've shared a lot here, but it all flows in a divine order. There's so much more, but for now this has relevance. There definitely is a feeling of more change here, and it's on its way, and it's deeply stirring deep within the roots of everything. This is internal and external rapid movement. From EssentialMBS.com. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful, blessed, and restful Sunday tomorrow as we continue our journey through the ascension portal and into our new heaven upon the new earth. Keep walking gently our sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.